So it was my first pre-season session that I'd held in Ipswich. Before that, I'd only ever done Sunny Coast and Brisbane. So this was my first time going to a completely different area. The session was sold out, had about 50 to 60 players expected. So I get down to the field, or what I thought was the field, and start setting up my cones, flags, and all the sign-in tables. Usually setup takes me about an hour. Anyway, everyone starts pouring in, signing on, stretching, getting ready to train. All the parents are there. Then some guy looking very official walks over to me and says, "Hey mate, what are you doing here?"
What are you talking to me?
He goes, "You haven't booked?" I said, "I have booked, mate." He said, "We booked these fields months ago. We've got a touch carnival on and we need to set up." So at that point, I start shitting my pants thinking I've made a mistake here. Later, I discovered that it was me who fucked up. Gone to the wrong field. The school I booked was supposed to give me a key. The field was actually inside the school. There was also a public field behind it, and that's where I made my mistake. Anyway, so now I'm in a jam. But all the Ipswich parents were super cool. They told me there was another field just around the corner in the center of town. So all the families and all the players helped me pack up my cones, flags and gear, and we all jumped in the cars, shot down the road to the other field. I was super embarrassed. I felt really unprofessional, really hold myself to a high standard, so I was really filthy at myself. Luckily, we get to the new field and no one's on it, so we set up as fast as we can. And I discover my new stereo that cost me $600 isn't working. Later, I found out someone had just pushed the button down too hard with their big fucking thumbs. For about half the session, we had no music, which is boring. And then, after all of that, you can't even make this shit up. 20 minutes into the session, behind schedule already, and I hear someone in the crowd, an old man yelling, "Help, help!" And he's holding this little girl, maybe 3 or 4 years old, and he's screaming, "She's choking, she's choking." I looked at her and I'm not lying, she was purple. I'd never seen anything like that before. So I went over because it's obviously my duty of care, it's my training, and he just threw me the little girl, I think it was his granddaughter, and I just stood her up and I hit her hard between the shoulder blades, hard enough to pop this boiled lolly come flying out of her mouth. The thing is, I'd only just renewed my first aid a couple of weeks before. Every year I have to do it for work, and thank God I did because I knew what to do straight away. And this little girl, she just stopped crying, looked at me in the eye, I'll never forget it, and she gave me the biggest cuddle for about 3 minutes. It was so surreal. I could not believe all of that just happened to me in one session. So yeah, that was my first preseason session in Ipswich. Any of you coaches got anything? Can you top that one?